So, hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to... well, it wasn't... yeah, we haven't had this in a while, so it's not like... welcome everyone back to the Saturday live stream, so it's more like... we have the new Manufacturers Cup going, guys, and yes, I will do the first round here at Suzuka, and we'll just see how it's going to go. So I guess that's going to be intro. Yeah, I mean... I've been practicing a little bit here, and it seems like I'm still like 82nd. But I decided not to use my main account, because I just have no idea what I'm doing right now. Potentially I will find out. I guess I'm going to find out. I don't know if I'm going to find out anytime soon, but I'll see. But what it seems is like this is basically becoming like a Genesis Cup with some minor exceptions. So I'm just not sure how well the other cars are going to perform here, but it seems like they're not going to be good. We'll see if they're going to be good or not, but yeah, basically that's pretty much the whole story. The Genesis, yeah, the Manufacturers Cup became a Genesis Cup. Probably like, yeah, one of the least diverse seasons that I've seen in a while. So we'll just see how all of that is going to turn out to be, and potentially we will most likely get the BOP update, I hope soon. But yeah, I gotta say hi to everyone in the chat. I mean, Apex, Woane, Old Boy Lee is here. We got Andre, Mr. User. Switch to the... I had the wheel just completely lose power multiple times during an endurance race. Well, that could be... I mean, you probably ruled out like a couple of different reasons, but it could be the grounding of the base itself. There was like a very common issue with the bases. So I'm not sure what exactly is causing the issue, but yeah, I would have a look into that. Marcin, hi there, Primolek here as well. The cheese piece, hello. And it's Amar. I picked a Lambo. Yeah, a Lambo. Lambo is not very good, I guess, here. I don't know how it's going to go, but yeah, I haven't really tried the Lambo. Okay, let me quickly have a look. Okay, I need to change the scene. Yeah, we got Suzuka today. So I just don't know. You know what? Yeah, you can stop the car these days like quite easily. I've been running like a fairly solid lap times, but it's not where I want to be. But at the same time, I don't know how it's supposed to look like. So I don't know what being quick means these days. I'll end alone high there. If it's actually turning more here, because I have a feeling like I can turn more. I don't know. Yeah, I actually didn't want to do this first round, but I said to myself, you know what, I'll have to learn it either way. I just have to adapt to it, so... I'm pretty sure that they will do some tweaks to it. We can't have cars racing like these. I mean, this is GT Sport era. I don't think there will be rain. Well, everyone is signing up with the Genesis because the game made drivers sign up for Genesis because it's now the fastest car. Yeah, no one thought it would. Really, no one thought it would, but here we are. I have no idea why. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question, but it's because of the BOP update, basically. Or BOP stands for Balance of Performance, which is supposed to make the cars more equal around the circuit, around the lap. So not only it has done exactly the opposite, but it just completely messed up the whole system here. I might have picked like a different car for this season just to, you know, test some other cars, but it just feels pointless now. I mean, Genesis is like a lot quicker than most other cars these days, especially MR cars. MR cars are now completely useless. Not completely, but they are useless. Let's be fair. I mean, so I don't think there is like a positive thing that came out of this. I mean, there was like a couple of positive things, but yeah. The BOP update definitely wasn't one of them, so that's that. Race Ventura, hi there. Yeah, the problem is that I have no idea where the limit of grip is. That's the issue that I have right now. But as I said, I'll just have to get used to it. I don't know what can I say. Hyundai runs the world now. Probably physics and BOP, like both made this car so good, but it's not actually the Genesis, it's the Hyundai Genesis, of course, in this case. But it's not the Genesis brand, or the Genesis X, which is like the newer version of the car. This is the older version of the car. And yeah, it's completely messed up, to be fair with you. That's just what it is, I mean. Yeah, I can save cars now, like... never mind. And Hardy, hi there. Best of luck, thank you. Thank you for that support, or like, I mean, for those 29 months. Wow. Maybe they're going to call it Classic GT8 or Classic. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what they try to achieve, but I don't know. I mean, I think I said it in the video. I had a lot of feedback saying otherwise, that I actually enjoyed the update. I understand why. It's easier to drive these cars. You don't have to think too much. It's just way more simple in a way. That the game just simply won't punish you for anything these days. Like, I typically couldn't brake here at 50 and then just smash the power down later, and even here. Like, this is the part of the track where, you know, you just need to be careful not to lose the car. And even like the hairpin. In the hairpin, like the exit was very, very difficult. And now, that's that. Yeah, not like Need for Speed, but not a good direction for race cars and for sport mode, but that's just what it is. I mean, honestly, I was expecting some improvements in the physics, like how the cars will feel, for example, in some different situations, like, I don't know, curbs, you know, the weight transfer and that kind of stuff, but it's a pretty disappointing for these group cars. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe they will patch it, hopefully, because this is just not the way how these cars are supposed to feel like. I mean, it shouldn't be like this. It really shouldn't. Yeah, Hyundai's was actually a pretty strong car, just no one was using it. Look at this. Turn the wheel. Man, no. Let me go sign up for the race. By the way, I'll be probably doing this season on my second account, so don't expect me to be in the top split. I'm just racing to understand this game a little bit, so yeah, I mean, that's all there it is. I don't know if I'll even have to use... I'll have to use the mediums, but I don't even know for how many laps. It's probably not going to be even worth using the mediums. Yeah, I kind of adapt and overcome, but I really hope that they will bring out a patch for these race cars, because it's just not what I expected, but yeah. Tonight's GT8, hopefully. I mean, maybe... I don't know, maybe it's a marketing tactic. Who knows? I don't know what it is. Yeah, someone actually told me about this. I haven't had a chance to test it out, but oh, it feels weird. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. completely without ABS, but hey. Maybe nowadays weak ABS is actually going to make sense. 12 lap mediums, 8 softs. Really? Oh, interesting. It's quite strange because you would usually lock up. Well, I can actually drive without ABS. This is so weird. I can still feel like the ABS is helping. I have a feeling like ABS is helping. But it's not like it used to be. Oh, okay. It used to be a lot more difficult. You know what? I'm going to be running ABS default just to see what it's going to feel like. But yeah, I guess you can drive without ABS. This typically wasn't the case. Like negative and crying. I mean, I don't understand like crying. It's not really crying, it's just expressing opinions. Like every time you express an opinion, it doesn't have to be crying. It can be just expressing negative opinion. I don't consider that as crying, but okay. But Stephanie, I haven't seen you in the channel for a while. But thank you very much for those 5 gifted memberships. It is much appreciated, thank you. It used to be Suzy Q, didn't it? But no, but thank you. I guess the update made you come back. Long time no see, I have to say, yeah. No, thank you for that. What I think could happen is that weak ABS could be better now. I don't know, I mean, I'll just have to get used to it, but... let's get into it, let's see how it's going to go. But Stephanie, once again, like, thank you. You know, Prima, like, I'll do it for the next one. But no, I mean, the game isn't dialed down, at least in my opinion. I got the statistics behind it. The game player base hasn't been shrinking. It largely remained the same. Maybe that's the reason, but I don't know why would you even try to do that. Why would you try to change the physics to get more players into the game? You would rather do something good for the existing player base and then put your marketing efforts into something that goes outside of Gran Turismo. But it's very difficult to market Gran Turismo in any other way than what they are doing now. They are everywhere. And they are pretty big, so it's very difficult to have some higher expectations of like the whole genre and the whole series, because it's already very popular, and I don't know how to reach wider audience. Of course there are some tactics, but I don't think changing the physics will actually bring more players into the game. Because when a player buys the game, they don't really know what they are buying, they just know that it's Gran Turismo, and then eventually like we all get used to it. But I don't think anyone will really enjoy how you need to, for example, turn the wheel here. It's just not... It doesn't make sense when you're driving. That's the thing. I don't know why they rolled this out. I mean, this honestly reminds me of Gran Turismo, but like very bad Gran Turismo sport. This was the physics that we had in Gran Turismo Sport, largely. What I remember, like a lot of tires squeaking, a lot of these. Yeah, it felt like really weird, but now there is no complexity in 130R. Why is 130R so easy now? Why did this even happen? How can you even put the power down like that and still be able to, you know, keep the car on the road at any moment, really? I really have to think and try to spin the car here, which really shouldn't be the case, but I mean, there are always going to be different opinions, player. I mean, I understand that, but there is no reason to say like people are crying about this. It's not crying, it's just expressing opinions. I mean, we can. I don't think I should lift there, but I am. And then when I turn more, well, the car turns more. And I start getting time. How am I getting time there? I really have to focus on braking that late. I just have to focus to brake like really, really late. And then just let the car go and then just accelerate. It's strange, but it works. No, it's not like that. But I think I know the reason why they did it. I mean, if you've been watching the World Series for quite a while now, you see that it's always the same players that are qualifying. But I'm just going to show you the leaderboards now. I don't think much is going to change, because the best will always be the best, but like looking at the leaderboards, you know, everyone is within, see, 1,000, 2,000ths of a second. It's very, very close. It is like very, very close between the players now. So maybe they're trying to like get more players to qualify for a World Series. Yeah, I think Gran Turismo World Series are kind of getting a little bit stale and maybe boring. Maybe that's also the reason why they wanted to change it up a little bit, but I don't think this is the way. I don't know. I don't know what they try to do, so... I can't read minds, so I'll not pretend like I know what they try to do. I mean, Luke is typically very, very good at explaining stuff, so I'm not surprised. I watched a bit of that video, but then I had to go, so I probably need to watch the whole video and see what he had to say. But yeah, I'm still pushing too hard there, but I gotta turn the wheel more there. I'm just not used to it. Because clearly he gains since like slower turns. He's not really gaining too much in faster turns, but in slower turns he's really like gaining. Sheen, hi there. Debo. See? And yeah, now 130R, like, that's it. Look at this. That's 130R. And then of course I miss it. Could be better though. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a good lap, but it was better, so I don't know how it is. No, they killed the Porsche and they made the Hyundai like the best car in this game. I don't know for what reason, but... Or how did this even happen? I thought there were going to be some tests before they launched, but like most of the cars are now just not great anymore. Maybe because also people don't know how to drive them, but it is, at least in my opinion, it's because they just messed up the whole BOP. I think they messed up the tires, to be fair with you. At least racing tires. I mean, the sport tires are kind of okay. You can drive. I mean, it's hard to get all of that together. That's not an easy thing to do, but... There is still the like limit of grip, but yeah. Well, Stephanie, thank you for that. I wasn't expecting such a comeback, but thank you for that. Oh yeah, 10K. I do remember it. It was a while ago, but it wasn't that long ago when you think about it. But yeah, definitely like. It's good. I'm not going to say that the channel isn't good. Like I'm in a good position right now. I just hope that they're not going to stick with this. I mean, it's just not enjoyable to drive like this. I'm in the top split. Yeah, I'm in the top split actually. So what are going to be the points? 484. And I'm here with my second account. So there are not that many players that are racing today, but yeah, Killian is racing, so we will have... Let me just... We'll have a nice replay. I know it's a 20... Okay, I got enough storage. So... It's... I'm just wondering, how is he going to perform with this car? I'm just wondering. Four digits, you only see one. And it's me. You made 2 minute flat, is that good? I mean, the leader here is doing like a 156.8. But I would say on Suzuka, that's roughly 3 seconds. I don't know if you're like B-rated, I think that's okay. But for these lobbies, it would be... Yeah, it would be way off the pace. Maybe like 3 of them. 3 mini versions. Are you sure that these tires last only for 8 laps? I think 8 laps you mentioned it. My overlays. Yeah, I said like a few times already, like for the last like 6 months, I've been saying like, yeah, it's going to be soon available, but I have to finish that project and launch it. Okay, I see the tire wear on the fronts, but it's really not much. So, I don't know, you know what? Now we will see what is the real performance difference, because Josetti is using the 911, and whatever he uses, that's typically considered... Okay. What? Okay, what do I want to say? Messed it up. Yeah, we'll see what he will do. If he's like a second off the pace, then we will just know that it's not good. The problem is that I don't even know if this is good or not. I just know that I have to be aggressive with my throttle. Hi Valerius, thank you. That wasn't good. I'm still trying to turn like I did in the past. Is this a penalty now? Could be a 57, you know? Ha! Not bad considering that I only did like 25 minutes of practice. I don't know what I did, honestly. Like, I hope it's okay. Yeah, I mean, I out-qualified Jose, which is typically not the case, so the car is at least like 3-4 tenths slower than the Hyundai now. Yeah, I don't know how I'm 5th here. This shouldn't be the case, but hey, it's going to be good for my account. Okay, no improving, check. Holster did really well. Yeah, the October guy is slow today. No, but that's what I wanted to say. I think he's a good Porsche benchmark, so if he's slow in a specific car, you know that car isn't great. By slow, I mean not competing with the top 3 at least. Yeah, Hutch, from my testing, it's not the case that much anymore. It still makes a difference, but not as much. So I just have to figure out how to drive this thing and if it's even, you know, worth it doing the same techniques that I was doing in the past. Maybe because it's August, yeah. Interesting. Oh, look at this. This is not. It's. In my opinion, it's too simple to do some things. Okay, let's do another one. It's a little bit better than before. Not for long. This is better now. I have to try weak ABS. It was better. This could be okay-ish. I mean, being half a second behind Killian, not bad. I even improved. But the turn... Yeah, okay, I made a few mistakes, so I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Yeah, everyone within like 3/10. What? 2/10, 3/10. Nothing changed really. The physics changed, but who was competitive is still competitive now, so that's just what it is. Except for Joseri, who's running like a very, very slow car now. He is still running, so it would be really surprising to see him at the top. And we got one M6 here and one RX Vision. This guy is typically much faster. Krieger as well. Emir as well, I mean... RCF. But there is definitely a cutoff between the Genesis guys and the rest of the field. So what did he do? Let's put the mediums on first. I said to myself that I'm going to do like a fairly chilled race here. I won't... Yeah, I won't really... Yeah, I wouldn't really like push it too hard. I mean, I'll definitely push it because of course it's a race for points. It's a very competitive race, but at the same time I just want to see how this is going to work and maybe find out what Killian is doing to get more pace out of the car. Hello there. I think the problem isn't the physics, it's the BOP and the setups. I think that's a combination of those things that you mentioned and also the physics, so yeah. Front right at 90, it peaked at like 88. Yeah. Still on default ABS, yes. Just a second. Yeah, Kalster survived. Did fairly well. Yeah, this is the new Subi, Mazda, BMW, Ferrari, Mercedes, Audi. Ah, they're featuring all of the brands. That's good. Yeah, I actually tried without ABS and it felt really weird. Like I could actually drive without ABS. So it's like, what? That's not supposed to be like that. I think it's custom slip. I have no idea, honestly. Thank you, Debo. Well, 20 laps of this. I mean, honestly, I'll tell you, I have no idea what I'm doing with these new physics. I guess no one knows, but I'll just try to do something, I guess. Kalster right in front of me. $20 laps. Okay. I assume that it needs to be +5 because it just needs to be +5. Because of the tires and also, well, in general, the way this car works. Well, we'll see. No, if Mr. October passes me, then selling the rig and, you know, moving out. Working as a farmer somewhere, so let's go. Oh yeah, he's slow at the start. Oh yeah. It'll be really difficult for him in this race, but I'm doing okay, man. Thank you. I mean, Genesis has far better acceleration and far better speed, and nowadays everything is better. I just can't go back to my old driving mode and pretend like everything is the way it was. Because it's not. It really isn't. He's... Now look at the difference. And we still went wide. Yeah, I followed Calster and then all of a sudden I found myself off the track. And not even with that. I'm trying to be very gentle with my steering inputs, and Josetti is off. I mean, that's just what it is. Apparently 30 tires are not a thing anymore. You don't have to worry about it. But we really can't lose the rest of the field there. I'm using 460 now, 470. For this car, it's not the same for every car. If it's championship damage, yes. Let's go, Poster, let's go. losing time. Better. No, we lost him. Or at least I think we did. The thing is that I don't know how to drive on worn tires now. I hope the feeling isn't that different. Maybe that's also the reason why I'm doing this race. I just want to find out what works and what doesn't. Yeah, okay, a little bit more gentle there. I really don't want to turn too much. Oh, too many mistakes now, too many mistakes. No, the tire wear doesn't seem significantly worse than when I wasn't using this much or the sensitivity this low. I guess just turn more. Yeah. Hvala. Sretno i tebi. Okay, apparently you can lose a car. Apparently. kind of knew that would happen, I still did it. Oh well. Yeah, I got damage. Yeah, the damage is much more severe now. Ah, come on, bumper damage, go away. Still with bumper damage. Come on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's way worse now. How long will this last? Oh yeah, there is another one. Actually, two. But the same thing, I assume. One lap. The penalty lasts for one lap. Invisible bananas, that's what it is. Okay, Mazda is off. Well, I'll get a few positions, I mean, that's what I will do, but not really what I wanted to happen. Mazda versus the Genesis. Surprisingly easy. He's spitting. Yeah, I'm not sure when to pit. I kind of got a hang of it. I mean, I'm not going to say that I did because I spun, but my qualifying times got a bit better, so I guess I got used to it. It's a painful adjustment. It's the adjustment that, you know, for me doesn't really make much sense to do. And then when you have to do it, it's just weird. Okay. Mr. October in the pits. Okay. The lap time's not that much different from my personal best. I think I'm gaining on P10, but I'm losing to the lead. When Killian pits, I'm pitting. No, I'm pitting. I'll pit later. Yeah, for him, that's like total domination. He's, what, 3 seconds in front of everyone else. Just third. Still gaining, that's good. Okay. I don't know what Killian is doing to get that much time, because he's just much faster than anyone else, really. But it's good that I'll have a replay to check. And also the reason why I'm doing this race. Okay, softs do not refuel. Oh well, yeah, unfortunately I spun. Lost probably like 10 seconds. More or less. But yeah, that's just what it is. I'll increase the sensitivity to 510 degrees because I think I'm going to destroy these soft tires. So let's see. I mean, the car is lighter, so it's supposed to be better. Alright. Let's see if that makes any kind of difference. Oh yeah, that is... Oh yeah, I had damage. So yeah, with the spin itself, I didn't really lose that much time, but I had a damage for like 2 minutes. That's right. Wow, this feels like on rails now. Genesis is the car that I would recommend. It's just better than anything else, really. Tactical espionage. More or less. I have figured this one out. Don't do that. I'm trying to turn less than what I did on the mediums, just to see if that's going to make any kind of difference. .3. Okay, getting closer. That's good. Mm-hmm. 1.2, okay. OB, thank you for the hippo again. Thank you very much for that. Oh, thank you. Well, not that much slower than Nick at the top. I mean, 4/10. But it's okay. It's okay. getting closer. I mean, I know it's only for 12th, but after a spin, it's better than nothing. I won't do it again, though. I hope so. I did it again. I mean, not like Brittany, but I still did it again. Why did... Never mind. Hello there. At least we're quoting Lance Stroll, so that's good. I should have sent it. I wouldn't say that I'm struggling, I just had unexplainable moment. To be fair, I'm actually doing better than I did before, which is weird. No, I'm going to get him. I need 7/10 per lap. Less, but okay. Okay. It was what, 3.4? Now it's down to 3. .8. I'm not a huge fan of the new physics, but I'll have to get used to it. Yet I'm still accelerating like I was before the update. Yeah, just full steering luck, that's wonderful. I never thought 130R was going to be that difficult, but it's not. It's too easy. Way too easy. Yeah. Braking bias all the way to the back. +5 it is. Looks like he gave up. What is going on there? It was a stupid incident. Well, I made that video and I even put the comparison at Yas Marina. And yeah, with the new physics you definitely have to turn more after the apex. And the car can, well, can understeer a lot more than in real life. In real life you would just understeer. You wouldn't even be able to turn anymore with the style of turning that it is in GT right now, but my Hyundai is the GOAT now. I don't know why, but it is. See ya, Lenny. Well, unless they make a mistake, I think I'll just finish here. We still need to be like a little bit careful, like just not flooring it, but still it's way more than before. Oh, yellows. No more. I think I found that out in a very natural way of finding it out, so to say. They're still okay, I mean, I guess. Well, sometimes you just gotta find out. Okay, the lap times are definitely getting worse now. Probably the tires. No, it's third. I don't think anyone is really pleased with this. It's just... I guess we'll just have to get used to it. But I really hope that they will patch it. I have to check Killian's tires and my tires. Is that the Porsche in front there? It could be. Whoopa. Not today. Well, actually, not the third time in this race. That's more accurate. I think they killed their tires. I'm not sure how that works now, but I'm definitely catching up. Ooh, they're going side by side. I don't even know how I caught them in the final lap, but okay, P12. Sve je ko juč. Well, P12 guys, I don't know what to say, it was just a bad race. I still could have been behind Calster, because look at the gaps. Genesis, and then like cut off, and then the rest of the guys and some of the guys that made mistakes. Yeah, I mean, one more lap, but I spun twice. It's just not. It's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal. But even for that P12, I got like 283 points. Let me see something now. Okay, at least we got the replay to check. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for here. And I will change the steering wheel sensitivity back to what it was. Auto. I don't know if that's going to make any kind of difference, but the first thing that I'll check right now is the way Killian drove this race. I think that's the most important aspect of this. I did spin with style and I had damage, so yeah, everything in style. I just want to see this. Still fairly smooth, I have to say. Not really turning that much. I mean, I thought he was turning a lot more. Maybe that's what made the difference. He is actually coasting a lot more than I expected. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but look at the style of entry. So he positions the car more towards the right. That's what you have to do. And then all of a sudden, he's going to hit the brakes and start turning again. But look how sharp those changes are. And then what happens is that instead of releasing the brakes, he's... I don't know if that's a mistake. I don't think so. And then increases and then it drops. Like, what? But if I go to my own style of driving... Yeah, it's way different. Let's have a look at what these other guys are doing. Maybe that was a mistake. No, the braking just needs to be very sharp. Oh, look at this. No. Let's see what Jack is doing. Also very sharp with the steering inputs and with the accelerator. Let's see how Killian drives this thing. He's really not turning all that much. I mean, he is, but I had a feeling like he was turning a lot more. No, he was braking bias all the way to +5. There is no way that he's running minus. No. He's running plus, I mean, 99.5%. Only against Porsches. I hear everyone running the complete opposite. Let's see, Jose, what happened to him? Strange. At least he didn't pick up any damage. But let's just compare me. I was definitely turning more. Okay. I was actually turning okay. I mean, in my opinion, they made it too simple. 130 hours shouldn't be flat out. I mean, it was extremely difficult to do that in the past. It was almost, I would say almost impossible to do it, but nowadays it's just too easy. What I'm looking for, these couple of turns. The max is here. That's the issue. That's the issue that I've been talking about. And this is the reason why I don't like these physics. So for example, as you see, he's turning into the corner. Everything is okay, he's holding it. And then all of a sudden, the car simply cannot turn. And then instead of just releasing the power or just like decreasing the speed a little bit, just a little lift would work. No, now he can turn more to get the same effect. Like, look at this. And then more until he was on the limit though. I mean, I just have to say that. Let's see where I was. I think I'm going a little bit over the limit. Oh, not too much. That was okay. Okay, here I went a little bit over. Not as much as I thought it would be. Still fairly smooth. He almost locks it up here, almost. I just have to see what I'm doing. Okay, a little bit more than what he did, but it's not much. Okay. Okay, I wasn't... Yeah, I was pretty much driving like he was, just not as quick. Every tutorial I've ever seen says don't steer into the understeer, lift. Yes, that's why I believe the physics are broken. That's the reason. You just explained it in a very, very simple way. It shouldn't work, especially when you pass the apex, which is typically here. The steering wheel should return to its neutral position, which eventually does, but at no point you should start turning more and more and more, which happened a couple of times in this lap. Bias on the Lambo, I would say now with the physics, yes, because, you know, the cars are way too stable. But the Lambo either way isn't going to be good. Let's see where I spun. Oh, here. I made a mistake. Don't do this, guys. I mean, definitely don't do it in this way. I mean, okay, it could have been worse, though. He definitely had the worst tires. Let's see what he does. He's probably going to... Oh, yeah. Turn. This is good for time trial, but not good for the race. Killian had really, really good tires. Let's see what I did. My tires were also okay. And then I spun again. But that was after the stop, wasn't it? Okay, I passed him once. Started catching him. Okay. I think it was here. Oh yeah, his tire's dead. Yeah, let's go off the track and let's move to the left. Yeah, okay. I think his tires died eventually. Let's see Killian's tires. Hollister was doing a really, really good job. I mean, he pitted one lap later, but still. And my tires were very similar to Killian's. But Ed was doing a good job. Okay, Killian, I think. Wait a second. This is just at about. It's hard to say. He had slightly less, actually. Slightly less tire wear. But I think. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's mostly because of the driving style. Was that the yellow flag? No? No, I wouldn't probably change to ACC. I would maybe go to like LMU. He caught them, didn't he? I'll do some qualifying and then I'll do another race. Yeah. That was close. Ooh. Those tires were gone. You know what? Let's try to practice a little bit, but this time it's going to be with the normal sensitivity. I just want to see if that's going to make any kind of difference. I have a feeling like I need to turn more. But yeah. I really want to see if this is something that... Or like this same style of driving can be applied here to some extent. But I don't think it can. That's... You know what, that's the most difficult thing, like fighting habits. I'm having such a difficult time doing that. I don't know how to do it, but I guess I'll have to try and do it. No, we need to do a brain swap. If cars can do it, we can do it. I'll have to turn more in some of the turns, but maybe it's better with normal sensitivity. But the way he exits the hairpin, that's just insane. I don't know how he does it. Okay, I would say there is more control with my typical sensitivity. I wouldn't change much. I think I'll just have to get used to this. Not good. Seb, hi there. Yeah, it could have been better. How was your race? Hesitating too much. This is so weird. I don't know how to do this, but yet I guess I'll have to find out. I'm constantly thinking, you know what, if I touch the curb there with that much steering angle, the car is going to snap, but it never does. Is Seba going? That was probably the second split. No, I got it. I turned. Stop. Good evening, Torque. Yeah, but once you start losing the car, it's very difficult to get it back. Yeah, it's basically like an on and off switch. You have to get used to this. Ovisi di, dušo. Ovisi di. Yeah, he still has a really good exit. Well, yeah, tires like marshmallows. Oh, well, I mean... One guy said, like, what does that even mean? You have to try it to understand. It's more realistic. I would say, like... Yeah, that's the real problem. How can you accelerate like that? How can you rotate the car like that? How can you just turn the wheel like that? It's like a lot of missing parameters. Does he lift there? I have a feeling like he doesn't. I mean, some of these corners became really easy. I think that's the biggest issue here. Okay, he is going wider. Okay. I'll have to change the line slow. Even more aggressive. Okay. Let's do it again. Oh, yeah. I'll do one more, yes. So I got just about 40 minutes. can't hesitate. I think I'm also shifting too late. And then I shifted too early. Oh, voice chat. No, 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 no. It would be wonderful. I think a lot of accounts would be banned after that. This might be better, I would say. Yeah, it is. 540. Is it third, maybe? Not really. Yeah, I'll just have to change my driving style. Afternoon sim. The first race, it could have been better. I spun twice. I was like 25 seconds behind the lead. So, I think we could say that it could have been slightly better, but... yeah. That's just what it is. I'm still trying to improve my lap time, and I think the first lap is usually the best one, from what I can see. Znači, reklame su iste koje inače. Barem bi trebala biti. Far cars all the way. For cars all the way, but I have a feeling like they're going to fix this. Kind of it is. I hope so. Let me just see some. Where can I? Whoa, did I break something? I think I'll have to adjust the pedal. I think I twisted the cylinders too much. But you know what? How much time do I got? 33 minutes. Let me try a longer spring. I just want to see if that's going to make much of a difference. Because I got, well, see, I got all of these springs that you probably can see here. And I actually wanted to try one of these to see if it's going to make a bigger impact on my driving. So this could be a good moment to test it out. I don't know if it's going to work, but... yeah. Isto, Dušane, isto ko inače. Okay, you'll give me a minute. I'll swap the springs. And... yeah, that's about it. Is that illegal? What is illegal? Changing springs? I don't think so. Let me try this, and then I'll get back to you. I mean, you'll probably see what I'm doing. You got the pedal cam. Okay, I guess it's done. 5 minutes more or less. And when I typically see it. I will tell Digit Wayne, thank you for that. Oh, let's see now. 10%, yeah, calibration. Oh, it's a lot stiffer now. Yeah, maybe even too stiff for my opinion. I would probably have to recalibrate the pedals. But for what it is right now, I'll just have to raise this to 15. I think I'll have slightly less control, but let's see, maybe it can be okay. And then I have 25 minutes till the next one. I have to fix that. Marius, I would really like to tell you why, but I have no idea. Because that's just what it is now. Yeah. I guess that sums it up. At least not. Okay, my first time with this braking setup, so I would say that it's okay. Time to go a race? Okay, 23 minutes left. Okay. Well, let's see if it's going to make any sense for this race. Now I have to compare this lap, even though it was a better lap. And never mind. Let's have a look at this. Actually, steering angle makes a lot of difference. So I'm just going to replace this with braking, that with steering. Yaw rate, drift angle. Okay. He downshifts a little bit later than I do. And also upshifts earlier. Okay, hits third on the way out. Okay, let's have a look at the line. Okay, he's sharper. What about the steering inputs? Sharper than mine? Yes. Wow. Look at his steering angle and look at mine. I can hide the foot cam. Wait. Yeah, now you can see everything. So he locks in, but he's turning way more than I am. How is this even working? Like, GT3 Genesis, yeah. I mean, that's fairly simple. Everyone is using it. And then on the way out, he's turning less. Okay. And I'm turning more. So he's turning more on the way in and turning less on the way out. This is almost identical. Yet he's still picking up time there. How is he getting time there? Turning. Because I'm lifting too early. No. But then in theory, he should have a worse angle for the upcoming corner, but he doesn't. Oh, he does. But he still... I don't get this. But a better angle. Okay, that's why. Look at the steering inputs. 60 degrees. Okay, just look at the gap, by the way. He starts accelerating. And then he just turns in more. And all of a sudden, his speed is still 2/10. 2/10. And more, and more, and more, and more. Why is this even working? And then probably even more steering angles, of course. Of course. But in the middle of the corner. I think I'm just timing it wrong. And then of course he turns in more again. Like full lock to the left. How is this working? How it's working? So typically, yeah, what he does on corner entry, he turns in more, and then for the rest of the corner he turns less. Huh. Yeah, typically I would have an explanation why something happened, but if you in the past, if you had a look at, let's say, the steering inputs, it would be quite noticeable that that there is a pace drop when a person turns more, or actually a speed drop, and then you know the delta just follows that. But now, nothing. And then here, like, what did he do here to get that much better? Well, actually, he didn't really get that much better. He's just okay, picked up a bit of time. It's not too much. And then again, he starts picking up time. How? The gap starts dropping, and then on the straight, it starts going up. He revs it more. 8.4. I'm shifting too early. I am shifting at 8.2. He's shifting at 8.3. And then even 8.2 versus 8.4. And then he's off shifting sooner. Interestingly, he's revving less here, and then he's revving more. And then again, he's revving more. Is it going to be the same situation? I think it is. Yeah. I have to turn more on the way in. Let me go sign up. I decided that if they don't change anything in the physics in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to sell my cockpit. I would really like to say, don't do it, man, but no. I guess you just have to get used to it, but it sucks. I don't know why they did it. Oh, I have to load the ghost. Let's load the ghost. That's the issue. I just have to change my driving style. I have to turn more on the way into the corner and then less on the way out of the corner. Like way more in slower turns. But how does he... Hi there. This is just not good. Seeing him shifting. I have to lock the wheel more there, which I'm not doing at this point. One gear too much? Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's it, yeah, okay. We forgot telemetry with cam. I did 10-10 in the previous race, 10 on the mediums, 10 on the softs, and it was okay. This is so weird. It works. Yeah, and third lap it shouldn't really work. Thank you, thank you. The question, why did I choose this overpowered car? Because without him, or without it, I just wouldn't be competitive, so... yeah, that's that. Okay, yeah, that works. There are no more lifts. You just put the power down and quit it. That works. Maybe I'll do one more. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, Slayers. Yeah. Thank you for that. I mean, it's just that... Well, I don't know how it's going to go. Ah, P11. What are the points? 450. 484 for this. How can you give 484 for this? Beetle. Okay, again. Wow, okay, Lancer. Damien in a Lancer. Let's just have a good race. Well, let's try to have a good race. 484. People are still racing. Megdi sane. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Well, that's understandable. That's actually more than understandable. That's just what it is. Do you trail brake in real life? I mean, yeah, you're supposed to trail brake in real life, yeah. It works. I tried it, yeah. But I think it's better like this. It's better to keep it at auto, at least in my opinion, just adjust your style. I think that's better for the tires in the long run. Let's go. Come on. Matti, thank you. Okay, that was over the limit. That was a bit too much rotation. But that's the thing, like if you lose it, you lose it. I think I was slightly too aggressive. Slightly. Tires okay. I was too aggressive there. Okay. Too late. Just as I had purple, I mean, never mind. Point 6, 0.7 maybe. 0.5. Ah, it won't turn. That was a good lap, yeah. I mean, I wish I can turn that into a really good finishing position. So, yeah, it was kind of okay. I mean, I made a mistake there. Could have been a tenth faster. Could have been actually pole position. That's okay. I mean, 57.5. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just wait. I mean, they will most likely improve. Yeah, 394. I only had one shot. But that's just what it is. Yeah, I would say this is okay. Yeah. Let's change it to this. Okay. B4. Probably I'll drop to like B5, B6. Let's see what they got. B5. It was okay, but I made a mistake. Calster improved. Nicholas might improve as well. 617. Yeah. Now you know that the Porsche isn't amazing because Vujičić is in 11th. And he's roughly... What is that? 6/10 away from pole. Is it 6/10? Mediums, yeah. Okay, what is the pole position? 394, he's doing a 0.8. Yeah, half a second, more or less. Porsche is dead. I mean, that's just what it is now. It is just dead. But thank you. I'll try to keep this under control this time. I won't push when I don't have to. Big hip hurts? How do I adjust the seat? That's a very difficult thing to answer. You just have to find the position that will suit you. There is not an answer that it's going to suit everyone, unfortunately. I don't even know how much time I spent, you know, adjusting the seats and, you know, doing all of these, like, tiny adjustments. But try with your pedals first. Maybe it's not really about the seat. Maybe it is about the pedals. Maybe it's the pedals that are causing that issue you're having. Because you press with your feet. And then every time you press, you're pushing your hip backwards. So it potentially isn't your hip. It could be the position of your pedals. I'm just shooting ideas. It was kind of it for me. I just had to adjust the seating position, and also I had to adjust the pedal position, so it kind of works in the same way. Okay. I'm sure it was a good deal with the Korean company. Okay, let's see. But this is also a good deal for me. Hyundai for the win. I mean, I'm sure that the Hyundai will win here. Let's go. Brake late, accelerate. Oh, I managed to get an oversteer here, so that's surprising. Hello there, Bill. Okay. I don't even know how I'm doing that. The car isn't supposed to slide. Yeah, too many mistakes. I don't know, the settings are as usual. I mean, I haven't changed any settings on the streams, and I don't know why there are so many ads. Yo, hi there. Yeah, too many mistakes. It won't be close enough to send it. No, I'll lose a place because of this. Up. Oh, he's looking very racy there. Why did he... Oof. That was a big drop there. Maybe there was some kind of a hit behind that, I don't know. Tires, look at the front right. 93, it's probably going to go down to 90. Oh, we definitely lost the lead. 91. That's the rotation that I needed. It would be nice to get it every time. No, 10 laps in the mediums. At least that's what I'm doing. I might even try to go for the undercut here. Then I'm braking long and running the softs. Do I miss the Porsche? Kind of. This is also okay, but yeah. It's nice to drive a different car for a change, but oh. Ah, damn. Sorry. We will have damage now. Sorry. The damage lasts much longer now. I'll be lucky to keep up with them now. There'll be a full lap with damage. Have no front end. Please, damage, go away now. Come on. I had it roughly for a minute now. A minute and a half, actually. I'm basically meant to be a sitting duck. Oh, okay. It's gone. Whew. It's cured. Then I think that's what I need. That was rather strange. I can't believe that I'm following Nicholas. We're not only following, I mean, I'm just in the same race. Okay. Yikes. Do not refuel. I mean, they tried doing that in GT1, but it was terrible experience. Like one touch and your whole race is gone. Imagine if you had 20 laps here, you would lose roughly like, I don't know, 10 seconds because of bumper damage. It wasn't very good. Oh, he's trying to clear them. That's not how you do it, unfortunately. Come on, move. We are in the same race, but we are not in the same race. Ah, this was so not worth it. Wish I just knew we should have stayed out. Look at that thing. Ah. Yellows. I don't think he'll be able to defend here. He's defending so hard. Why? He's really trying to I mean, he already ruined the race for us. He has every right to defend, but if you see someone that is that quicker, don't fight as hard. Nothing good ever comes out of this. Eventually he's going to lose it, but yeah. Bye-bye 5th place. I mean, the only thing that I can do right now is to save tires. Yeah, Nick's got him. they're gone. I don't know where I will overtake him. WRXI. I'll get back into the chat later, guys. Thank you. That Italian in front of me, why do you have to fight so hard? I mean, completely lose the whole race. Yeah, let's keep everyone behind because you're like a second slower per lap. I was keeping up with them and then all of a sudden he made an undercut and just wow. Either way, he's just going to finish behind everyone because his tires are going to go off. But then, on top of that, I have to be just pushed wide because, like, why not? Why not? Let's do it. No, it's not possible. Like, to get 17 or 18 seconds, that's not possible. Even if they crashed, it wouldn't be possible. And even when I got the pace, like, something like this has to happen. Like, someone needs to push me off. I need to be in, like, a really weird position because someone is fighting because they put it, like, a couple of laps earlier. On really worn tires, either way, they will lose those positions. But yeah, why not? Let's kill the race for everyone. He has the right to defend, but you'll see. Well, in these lobbies, typically those incidents often end up in a crash. And it also happened this time, but this time it's me. I mean, you have every right to defend, but it's not smart. Not to even mention, like, the push, so, yeah. But the way that he took some of those positions, that's not nice on top of that. You know what? I'm probably not even going to bother now with these manufacturers' races because why? Yeah, I mean, that made a difference. That definitely made a difference. The damage. But I was still in this race. I'll just finish this and that's it. No, I'm not going again. Yeah, the pace is there, but every time I have a good pace, something like this happens. He finished in 5th. I think Nika had an incident there. Stupid race. I mean, this is just like... I just need to see the replay. Will I lose my head? I don't know. Wouldn't you? You can do 10 laps on the softs, they're going to be okay. No, I'm not doing the next race. But I mean, look at this. Okay. And the defense starts. Managed to overtake him there. Wow. First time I did let it go. I tried again. I mean, I gotta say that was well defended. But I should have been up there with these guys. Following them. Sorry, Krieger. Apparently, as soon as you get on the dirty part of the track, actually off the track, then it's impossible to go back. Then what happened here? And by the way, why did Lewis quit? Aha, maybe that's why. Sorry, Lewis. I mean, he did push me wide, but after staying full throttle didn't help. Yeah. It didn't help. But neither did the push. Yeah, I know it. This is what happens now. If you started losing it, it's so difficult to recover the car. When I went wide onto that dirty part of the track, it was over. I would have lost 3-4 positions either way. But I'll bounce back after this. It's not a problem, but I just want to see what happened here. Oh, he spun. How? And then who quit the race? And what happened in this final lap? You did it in the end. I think it's the same width. It's not that much wider. It does not activate TCS. That's probably it. With the new physics, but yeah. At least something. But let me go through the chat. Be too careful not to ruin other people's races. Yeah. Well, you can still ruin your race on your own. Yeah. That was me in the first one. Physics change is, well, mostly bad. I really don't see them as anything positive here. Maybe with road cars it's slightly better, but it's just... Nah. It's really... Yeah, why am I even opening that? Yeah, it really shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't, and I just don't know. I mean, I guess that's just what it is, but... This really wasn't a good experience. And what do we got next? Let me see. Sergio Villeneuve. I'll most likely skip this. Yeah. I guys, to be fair with you, I don't think I'm even going to do any of these rounds. Maybe if I'm home, but after this, I just... Nah. Even when I got the pace, even when, you know, everything is looking okay, and then I get myself in stupid incident like that one, and that's just the way it is. I should probably push more. Like, you know, dive bomb. That's the solution to all of your problems, isn't it? And most people seem to like it. Who likes it? I don't know, but genuinely, from what I've heard, and you know what people expressed. I mean, I'll put the poll on the channel just to see what it's really like. But I don't think this is any kind of positive change. I can't deny the pace, but I really don't want to bother with it. It's just that I'm just going to get pushed wide, or something is going to happen, or someone is going to dive bomb me, or I'll be just stuck behind someone that is like a second slower than me and I won't be able to overtake because he's going to defend like there is no tomorrow. That kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and these physics don't make any kind of sense, at least for me. I mean, I had a look at the data. I can show that to you. This is the reason why I don't think this is good, but yeah. You can of course disagree with me, that's good. I say change is new and refreshing, it's not refreshing. Let me show you why. I mean, I explained this a few times already, but... When... Okay, that's Killian. And, for example... So, you see that he's entering the corner with just about 90 degrees. That's a 90-degree turn. So imagine that you're going into, well, yeah, the first two corners at Suzuka. You're hitting the brakes quite hard. Well, you're still on the brakes, like 40%, just going down from 40%, and you're still turning the wheel like this. How is that going to work? Like, now you can turn the wheel like this, and you can still brake into the corner, which is, he is doing 134 kilometers per hour. So you're doing 130 kilometers an hour, let's say. You're braking, and you're putting inputs like this. That's not right. That's just not how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, for a casual driver, I think it's actually okay because it's easier. I mean, it's definitely easier. And then after that, he's really not, you know, like, he doesn't have like this very nice curve as he's accelerating out of the corner. He's like, bam, 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 and then he just stays. So imagine that you're fully locking the wheel, and instead of like slowly and gradually releasing your steering wheel and then slowly accelerating out of the corner, now you just lock the wheel and put the power down. I don't see how this is good. I really... No. And even for example on corner entry, like for example, I think the worst case was, yeah, this corner. Like, look at this. So imagine that you're going into the SS, the end of the SS, and you're not turning the wheel like this, because he's carrying 155 kilometers an hour. He's turning like this. How is this good? Like, I mean, I'm trying to understand this, but I don't think this is good. Like, how can you... I mean, we can watch the replay, but this is almost 100 degrees. And going 154 kilometers an hour. And even more. How is this good on corner entry? How can you do 150 and turn the wheel like this into the corner? Yeah, I mean, you lock the wheel. You can lock the wheel, but you can't lock the wheel more than like this while doing 150, 160. This is for very, very slow turns. I don't... Yeah, I mean, the friction circle has been like fairly simplified. But like, imagine you're going down the highway, let's say, and you know, you got an exit coming up, and no, you know what? I am not going to slow down. I'm doing 160. I'm just going to turn the wheel more. What will happen? You're just going to understeer into the fence there. You're going to kill yourself. This is not good. I mean, okay, this is a game. I mean, I'm just explaining why it shouldn't work. I understand for some people it might be refreshing because look at the throttle. Like, even in a faster turn. Like, look at this. No progression. Like, it's on and off switch. This is an on and off switch now. And even in the hairpin, okay, there is a little bit of progression here, but look at the acceleration here. And I mean, look at the steering angle here. Look at the steering angle coming into the hairpin. And it's not like it's progressively increasing. No, it just goes and then he does this and then he releases. I mean, we can have a look at the replay. I mean, I can probably show you that in the replay. I gotta, you know, we can have a look at that. But I don't think this changes anything good, really. When you wait a second, did I load him? We can watch his steering inputs. I know I can enjoy it because it's just wrong, but look at this. Turning the wheel and then all of a sudden... Okay, to a point I would understand this, but how can you... How can you how can you be so aggressive out of the turn like that? The problem is that what I believe happened right now is that they kind of adjusted the road tires and then all of a sudden these racing tires became useless. They have way too much grip. Like, look at this. And then he's going to lock it more. Like, you're locking... This cannot be... This is what I'm trying to explain. He's past the apex here. He's past the apex. He's fully accelerating. Like, fully accelerating. What's going to happen? He's going to turn more. And lock it there. Yeah, this is just a messed up slip curve. And this works right now. That's the issue. That works. But look at the lock. I mean, no. I mean, I probably have like older replays. But I mean, I understand. Like, even if I made that video, I had a lot of these comments saying, "Oh, the physics are good." Maybe. They're simplified. But maybe I have a replay from older Suzuka. Wait a second. I probably do. Maybe I don't here on this. Or maybe I wait a second. Maybe I did share it. Okay, there are like a lot of these. Oh, everyone is sharing replays. Qualifying time trial. Qualifying. Ah, Suzuka. Okay, daily race. And by the way, this is 2 seconds slower. This is now 2 seconds slower. It was earlier this year. I mean, yeah, I guess if it stays like this, I'll just have to adapt, but I don't like it. Look at the steering angle here. Okay, okay. But look at this. By the way, this wasn't my best lap. What happens with the old physics when you apply the power? The car oversteers. Because it's supposed to. These S's are kind of okay. This is now... Okay, he did... What did he do? I think 110. 110, roughly. Now I'm not even doing 80 with the physics. 80. Okay, that's 80. It's like roughly, what, 20-30 degrees of difference? I'm not exactly sure, but... So 20 to 30 degrees. Also, 10, 15, 20 degrees. And yeah, by the way, this corner became... Or this corner was difficult. Let's go into the hairpin. That's almost a second. Mano. It kind of did push me wide and I couldn't recover. But I guess I'll just forget about it because it's really a day to forget. It was still aggressive, but like as I'm accelerating more and more and more, I simply have to get the steering wheel. I have to get it centered because otherwise I would spin. With the new physics, you just put the power down, that's it. I even went wide here. Look at how difficult this was. Even with a lift. Right on the limit, with a lift. Look at the counter steering. It wasn't perfect, but I just don't like how this feels right now. That's it. I mean, maybe I'm just... Probably the guy made more traction to make it easier for the masses, but to get massive slip angle, curve change. But yeah, but now they... I mean... look at this. I'm just going to make my point here. Nothing changed. It's going to be easier for the masses, but for example, when you look at the leaderboards, what changed realistically? Kelly at the top, Lewis, and then the rest. They'll have to make some adjustments for the POP because the Genesis simply can't be the only car that is used. So it's not like we had the previous BOP system where, I mean, of course, the Porsche was kind of dominant on some of the tracks, while on others he was actually not that great. But now, like, Genesis is good everywhere. Like, there is... I don't think there is, like, a single track where Genesis is not good. But, yeah, I would have to check, but I think it's actually the other way around. Because people need some time to adapt. But eventually, I think, yeah, that gap is going to get closer. Maybe that was the intention. I mean, just... I don't know. I'll just have to understand it. I don't want to, but, yeah. Let's adapt, and yeah, either way, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of okay for road cars. I tried road cars. They feel like okay-ish. Oh, I got silver here. I'll have to check that and improve. But yeah, it's just... I don't know. It feels weird. It just feels weird. That's what it is. Tom. Thank you for that. But yeah, they will always change it. I mean, changes are good, but changes in a good direction, not in, like, this direction. Yeah. I was not playing last time. They changed the physics. Were people reacting somewhat the same way back then? No. It was actually, like, quite positive. It was positive. It was like a, you know, step in the right direction. This is just not. I mean, I'm probably spending too much time doing this. Oh. I mean, that's true. If you're faster, you're going to be faster because you will have to adapt. That's no matter what it is. But yeah. It's not really enjoyable. When I lock the wheel, if you just go back like 5 minutes ago, I think I explained it for more than 5 minutes, but it's typically with the older model, you had to turn the wheel, and then let's say 80 degrees, let's say that was your limit. If you went beyond that limit and did like 150 kilometers an hour on softs or mediums or whatever, the car would start slipping away. You would get a lot of understeer. But now, they increased that, so you can lock the wheel past 100 degrees, 110, something like that, and then the car still turns. So he's kind of locking the steering wheel, doing 110 degrees, and then the car still turns, even doing, you know, even faster than what it was before. So it's a difference of maybe what it is, like 20%. So I think they just like adjusted. Or, yeah, they probably did adjust some of the limits in the game by like 20%. And then that's what it is. Telling it is almost 75. I'm just talking to myself right now. But yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I don't get it either. But when you look at it, for example, when you look at it from a spectator's point of view, you're like, huh. You know, what is wrong? Like, what is missing? Why are these guys talking so much about it? What's going on? I mean, it's not that bad. It doesn't seem that bad. Like, the cards are moving, everything seems okay. But at the same time, when you kind of look at the details, you know, what it was and what it is right now, it simply gotten over the point that seems intuitive and normal to drive. So they will, I think, at least for racing tires, they will just slightly have to readjust the curve and make the cars, or kind of go back, instead of making, let's say, a 20% change, they will go back and make 5 to 10% change. Bah, something like that. What are your plans for the future? You will see. I chose Audi. Am I screwed? I would say so. Yeah, unfortunately. 911, yeah, that's also a partial problem. Because if you're trying to be competitive, you can't really be competitive with anything else that is a Genesis. Would you go back to ACC? I never did ACC. I did it maybe like a couple of times. I was never really into ACC that much. But I don't know. I might do something else. I don't know. I'll keep on doing this, but we'll see. I don't know. It's not good. You know what? I'll just have to get used to it. This is my honest opinion. I'll just have to get used to it and, you know, forget about this ever happening. So yeah. Nah, iRacing. It's really frustrating at times. Mostly it's frustrating. It's never... Yeah, it's mostly frustration in iRacing, yeah. I like it. I like to do time trials in iRacing. I love the modeling, but just constant racing there. It's a mess. It always is. It's like today, but every day is like that. You occasionally get good racing, but you need to be very, very high up to get like really good races. It's typically cleaner than this. Don't get me wrong. Someone will kill me in the comments. I know that. It's typically better, but when it's over, it's really over. It's really over. LMU is more forgiving, but I don't know. I'll see. I mean, I'll just go with this. Maybe this is actually good for the channel. Maybe this is going to get more people into this kind of competitive GT, which is very unlikely to happen, but maybe they'll just bring up an update next week. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's also true. Everyone is talking about it, maybe not in a really good way, but yeah. One of the 80%, I do enjoy the update. Do you think the minority should? Do I know? I mean, I'm not the person to ask, you know. PD will make whatever they want to make, and then, you know, they will just stick with that. Yeah, guys. I would like to say that I really hope that you enjoyed, but I hope you enjoyed. I really do. But I was just really frustrated after that second race because it just went downhill. I had the pace, everything was good, and then everything kind of went south. That's what it is. That's why I hate these races. Just like, never mind. I'll get through it. Guys, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. And yeah, take it easy. I guess I'll do too. See you next time, guys, and bye-bye.